entertainment field effects of when the economy do what it do. You know, it's definitely a young man's game, and it's veteran survival. You know what I mean? So, you know, you get to a point to where it's just about turning pages.
But you're not old though. Like me and T.I. had the same conversation. T.I.'s 31, but he feels like he's old. Like you're not old.
Well, I mean, when you've been in it, when you not old as in age, but old as in been in the game for a minute. You know what I'm saying? When you've been in it 12 plus years, you know, it's a long time.
Gotcha.
And you know, you were, I know, according to Billboard, you were like number 3 on the list of the decade artists, like one of the biggest artists of the decade for last decade.
Okay.
So sometimes it's hard when you're all the way up here, like to keep on keeping that up, because that's a lot to live up to anyway.
Well, yeah, nothing continuously excels. You know what I mean? I mean, it's called a career for a reason. You know, so you got the ups, you got the downs, but as long as you're around, that's the thing.
But then you took a break for a while. You took a break, and that kind of did it as well. Now you took that break because I believe that's when your sister was sick. You were taking care of your sister, and then at that point, that's when Flow Rider came in. Now, Apple Bottom Jeans, was that your song first?
Nah, it wasn't my song.
Okay.
I never actually heard the song or nothing like that. But I mean, no, this is the thing, because people always try to do that. You know what I mean? I ain't got no issues with Flow. You know, the business is what the business is. You know, do acknowledge that, you know, he with Nelly.
Yeah, he was
he
said he walked to a show of yours along the highway, shoes wore out and everything.
Yeah, how do you get to that? You know what I'm saying? So how do you look at that in a negative manner? You know what I'm saying? You had an effect on someone that was able to come in and make a mark in music. So it's all good, cuz I don't see it like not being enough room for everybody. Like I said again, I'm working on 13 years, and you know, it's a beautiful thing.
Flo just said he admitted to stealing your style, and he said he got his muscles up too. He wanted bigger muscles than yours. Yeah.
So do not believe that. Do not say that. Because you know Nelly gets riled up. Don't get him riled up. Because he did. He looked at me like, word, verify this.
Nah,
he gave you respect. He gave you big respect when he was there.
He's a cool dude, man. Like I said again, it's enough room for everybody to do their thing, man. Definitely with social media the way that it is, you can touch everybody at one time, so it's a beauty.
I know when you were younger, everybody always said that you were kind of hot-tempered. You said you got kicked out of a bunch of different schools and everything. So Charlamagne could have really just did something right now. But I'm sure you've calmed down.
I mean, we've learned to pull it back to a certain point. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, retainers are retainers, so we make sure we keep them.
Oh, I'm suing. Please don't hit me. You own part of the Bobcats. You got bread. Don't think just because Nelly's cold out here musically, he don't got no money. He got bread.
Why are you calling him cold musically so much?
I mean,
now see, this is why I don't like. No, Nelly, let me tell you something.
He got his image.
Nelly, let me tell you something.
Know what I mean?
When Angela and we have this conversation all the time, they say Nelly's not out here musically. Now that he's here, y'all gonna act like that?
I definitely didn't say that because we had a conversation.
We talked about the last record.
I said the songs that I like. I said I like the song that he did. Hold on. I said I like the song that he did with Plies. That was my song. Right. And you said that was 2 years ago or whatever. But I could always tell you Nelly's songs that I like.
You know y'all like to dance.
You're the one that said that.
And that's the problem. Just tell the artist the truth.
They said the last record, Soul Records, it was more of a pop record. But we said this record with Merry Go Round, we didn't like it as much.
It's lies.
We said we didn't like
they did say that. You did say you didn't like the record. You said he's cold out here.
Opinion is opinion. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm saying, you saying cold as in not
just music. Now? That's all.
As in right now.
Right now, yeah.
Okay. As in today.
As in today, yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Again, that's your opinion. We'll make that happen.
But, you know, Nelly is also always in the news for other reasons, too, not just your music. And it seems like you don't really like people prying into your personal life because you never, ever want to comment on what you're doing, who you're dating, what's going on with you.
I always comment on what I'm doing. Now, when you talk about the dating and all that, I mean, you know, that's something that it seemed to be more important to everybody else than to me. So, you know, I know who I'm dating. I know what's going on.
It's important to us women because I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of chicks around. There's people in this room right now that normally aren't in here just because Nelly's in here.
Yeah. Her name is Sasha. She's our producer. She's standing right on the wall. I've known her for about 7 years, and all she's ever talked about is wanting to have sex with Nelly.
She gets a pass, she said. She has a boyfriend, and she gets a pass for you.
All right. She gets a pass?
Yeah, she said that's the one person.
But did she take down the Nelly posters from her studio before you went in there and did drops? Or are they still up there?
I saw one.
You see one? I
saw one, so I mean, it's all good. I appreciate it. So.
No, but listen, you have to be flattered that people care. Because listen, if you were ugly, people would not care who you were dating. But because women find you attractive, they're like, okay, what's going on? And then you had a high-profile relationship, you know, that people assume that you're in a relationship. So it is kind of news that people are going to ask you
No,
about.
it is. I see what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I just see it.
She wants to know you still with Ashanti.
And then
she wants to know.
To a point.
And then we think you're writing songs about her, you know, and doing videos. And we're like, okay, that's cute. Is he talking about his girl? Like, we care.
All right. Does it work? Is it working? If it's working, I'll take it. If it's working, I'll take it. No, like you said, me and baby girl, we real cool, man. You know what I mean? I don't think anything's going to change until, me and her decide that we want to change it, But everybody think it's my decision that we say what we say. It's a mutual respect. It's a mutual decision that's being made. That's saying, yo, this is what we're gonna say. This is what we're not gonna say.
We do be thinking that. We be like, why won't he just claim Ashanti already, man?
Yeah.
That poor girl.
Did she ever claim me?
Yes.
Where?
She be like, man, I love him. And
what show was that?
When I saw her at 4040.
When you
That was just in the club, y'all having drinks. Yeah.
She said, I wish he would just claim me.
The cameras weren't rolling.
Did she say something different on the radio? If it is, play it for me. Let me hear it.
So if she said it, you would say it.
We would say what we gonna say together, like we've been saying. Know what I mean?
All right.
You with it?
Now, when Here I Come, the record with Rick Ross she did a while ago, there was a line on there that it seemed like at the time, I guess you and Irv Gotti were going through a little problems. Was that line going at Irv? And your ex-man is a chump. And I tell him, I'm not a rapper, so I don't know.
That's what happened.
That was a good rap, though.
No, I ain't never had no problem with Irv, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Irv ain't never saw me and said nothing out the ordinary or side of the neck or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We always say what's up and keep it moving.
Never no pound and then a whisper in the ear, you got a good girl. Take care of her.
Nah, I don't think he said that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, champ. If it's something you trying to get to, just get to it. It's like I said, we retainers, bro. Just say what you mean what you say.
No, I don't want to. I don't want no. I was just on World Star last week.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't want no problem.
I know. I got you.
Now, Apple Bottom Jeans. You own Apple Bottom Jeans. You own Troop. How is the clothing line going? I heard it's huge overseas as far as Apple Bottom Jeans.
Yeah, Apple
What's
Bottoms,
going on with
man.
Troop?
Shout out to we got two stores in Dubai. There's strict Apple Bottoms, you know what I'm saying, and one in the mall of Dubai and one in another mall over there in Dubai. Apple Bottoms is what it is. It's been great. We're working on 10 years now. We're one of the only, I guess, considered urban female lines to still exist after 10 years. So that's
is it still doing well?
Itself. Yeah, it's doing better than everything else.
Have you made more money doing other stuff than the actual music? Overall?
No, I would say music definitely on an overall scale. You made more money in music than overall. You get to about 35 million records. Ain't nothing more you can do with that. But Apple Bottoms has definitely been a blessing. And we got a chance to open up a new school in St. Louis, teaching kids how to be producers and make beats and dance and teach vocal lessons and all that. I partnered up with a trade school back home called Vadarot. Shout out to my old lady Pam Bell. You know what I'm saying? She's a beautiful person. She's CEO of Vadarot College and all that. And we came together and we're trying to give kids an affordable way to learn how to do things behind the music and make artists such as myself look like something.
And what happened with Troop, the clothing line Troop? You had Troop,
Still
right?
got Troop. Still got Troop. It's a funny thing when you go through this thing because I'm not a manufacturer. So you gotta get and partner with people. And a lot of people know if you're in this business, you want to partner up with the people. It's kind of like being with a label. You want to partner with somebody that believe in you. You know what I'm saying? That believe in what you're doing musically and all that. And it's the same thing with clothes. You want to get with somebody that believes in the brand. So we having a little struggle with making sure that whoever we decide to go with at this time that they believe in Troop. But I still own Troop, like you said, Apple Bottoms and all. We working on some more stuff.
Do you ever want to just say F-rap? I can make money doing other things.
No, I think you always say F the music business. I think the music business, that's what kind of takes away from an artist's creativity because it stops being creatively for you and it starts being about business and trying to hit a mark. Especially when you have some type of success coming out, you get to a certain point where it's like, yo, man, nobody wants to continuously have to do it, but nobody turns down the check that they get when they've achieved the success. So when you do what you do and you may hit a crossover point, it's cool because you see that check coming in, you know what I mean? But then when you get that and that label banging on you like, yo, we need to recoup for that check. You like, sheesh.
Now you're also doing a St. Lunatics album.
Yeah, we finishing up that joint right there. Shout out to my brothers Keywan Ali, Murphy Lee, my little brother City Spud. He free. I used to wear the Band-Aid for him like that. He did like 9 years. He a little hothead too. I didn't bring him up here with me.
I was feeling like
why you look at me for?
He looked at you.
I just said I didn't bring him up here with me. He a little hothead. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, Charlamagne would. Yeah, good thing you didn't bring him. But
oh, it's cool.
Did you guys have some issues like in the past with the St. Lunatics? Because it felt like y'all weren't really together for a minute.
No, we've always been together.
Just the guy with the mask.
You've never seen me.
So I don't even know his name, but
we will.
He had issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. He thought he was on the album for real. You know
Someone always goes rogue.
He thought he wrote lyrics and everything, came up with something, but
Yeah, you just wore a mask and you danced on stage.
that's what we told him.
Did he even get paid for that?
That's what we told. He got paid handsomely to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, you can help people so far.
Now I heard that you're also doing a show that Queen Latifah's producing. You're like a mentor on the show that's on WB that comes out next month.
CW.
Oh, it's on CW.
Yeah, CW. Shout out to the Queen and stuff. You know, she's doing her thing. You also want to celebrate that when you see sisters making moves, and she continuously makes them. Great ones. Yeah, the show is called The Next. It's like fame is at your door, so to speak. And, you know, it's another music show, but it's more of a little twist in the sense of we only got 72 hours to get certain artists, and these not artists that we discover, and these artists deserve to be on this stage. They already been doing their thing locally. They already got a nice following on the internet. So when we come into those cities, you already know who you're looking for. They deserve a shot. And we're not judges, you know, and that's why I really was like, okay, cool, because I'm not here to tell nobody, yo, you should be on and you shouldn't be on. That's not for me to decide. If they got a fan base, if they doing their thing, then, you know, society is society if you're going to be, you know, a star and all that. But what we try to do is encourage them in 72 hours, probably tell them what they doing wrong and get them ready for the biggest stage that they probably ever performed on. So it's a cool deal.
You ever thought about Hollywood? I saw you do the thing with Kevin Hart, the Real House Husbands of Hollywood. And he got the TV show coming. You gonna make appearances on that?
Yeah, we're working that out right now. You know what I'm saying? That's a great thing too. Kevin coming up with that, the BET Awards, you know, he shot me that idea like, yo, this is something he wanted to do when he was thinking about it, and I was like, yo, it's crazy, I'm in. You know, so it's cool, man, you know, especially with brothers that you get along with, like Kev, T.I., you know, behind the scenes, it works.
T.I. hates rap right now.
He's
He's another one who musically people aren't really feeling right now. He's kind of cold, and he'll tell you right now, I hate rap. My heart's not into it.
Well, I ain't gonna say they ain't feeling them because, I mean, it just depends on where you at. Where you at might not be feeling them, but it's somewhere that's feeling them. You know what I'm saying? So,
But not like it was, though. Like, T.I.'s one of my top 5 favorite rappers ever.
Okay.
But, you know, he hasn't given us you know, what you know about that yet, or the Dope Boys in the Trap. He hasn't given us one of those bangers in a minute.
It's definitely something, you know, in this game you got to work at a certain point. Again, you talking about somebody with 10 plus years in the game.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you got to crack it.
Now with this album, what can we expect from this album?
I titled the album M.O. M.O. You know, / Missouri / Mo, what they call me, so it's all in one. And what you doing, man, is, again, you talking about plus years, so you trying to make sure that you give people what they've come to love of you, but also trying to reinvent yourself at the same time. So that's the twist with survival in this music game. So the album is, you know, it's full of energy. You know what I mean? I think it's one of them albums. You know, you don't want to say it's the best album I've ever done because that's not up to you to decide. But I definitely think people are gonna be real surprised about the joint.
Do you feel like you still have something to prove? I mean, you sold so many records.
Well, I wouldn't say the proof, but I mean, you know, I'm a competitive dude. Know what I mean? I come from sports. I come from athletics. You know, I boxed. I did all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of them things where it's like, you know, you want to win. You want to win at all times. And, you know, I'm a competitive dude.
If musically you never